Alright guys, hello and welcome to Star Series Star Ladder Season 5 Game number 2 of Day 1, Team Empire versus the Power Rangers. Power Rangers is going to be on the Radiant side, which leaves Empire on the Dire with the first pick. And they're going to choose to ban out Undying with their first ban. Power Rangers immediately respond with that Clinks ban. That's a targeted ban directly at Funnick. People knowing to fear the Funnick Clinks. And Empire now thinking about their second ban. Still a lot of heroes that we commonly see banned out in the pool. Seems like the bans have been warping a little bit here. Undying wasn't really making it into the first ban phase until pretty much just recently, when everyone got tired of dealing with him in tri-lanes again.
10 seconds remaining.
And Empire spending a little bit more time on the second ban, almost getting close to dipping into their bonus time. And they're going to go with Lone Druid, so another hero that we don't see banned out too much. But Lone Druid does make it in, as well as Undying, from time to time. Both heroes that you really... they're powerful in their own rights, in their own ways. And Bane going to be the second ban out from Power Rangers, another targeted ban directly at Empire. So Power Rangers willing to just toss out the respect bans here. And with that going to leave a lot of powerful heroes in the pool, as well as the Silencer, the fan favorite. Maybe we'll get to see Empire pick up that Silencer. But Empire now going to think about their first pick. There's so many powerful heroes in this pool still. Like the Batrider, Darkseer, heroes that I'm having trouble thinking of. Keeper of the Light. And they go with the Batrider. And Power Rangers immediately respond with Wisp and Nyx Assassin. Oh, Nyx Assassin, of course, the other probably top 4 ban. Empire gonna get Coddle now. So another hero that we've been seeing get banned a lot in that first banning phase recently, just because of how annoying he is in a tri-lane. It's very difficult to beat him with the Chakra Magic and then the Illuminate spam. But Empire now looking for their third pickup. Still have the opportunity to pick up the Silencer. And I would really like to see it. I can't imagine it's going to get picked up against Nyx Assassin and Wisp. Silencer is very gankable, and Nyx Assassin and Wisp both are pretty good at ganking, turns out. They're going to go with Darkseer, so Empire getting like 3 of the top 4 bans in their team right now. So probably not feeling too bad about that lineup. But with that Darkseer, it means we're probably going to be seeing Batrider in the mid lane, Darkseer off lane. Though they could obviously swap roles if the team works out as such. But that leaves us looking for probably a tri-lane support as well as a carry from Empire. Power Rangers now looking for their third pickup. They have 2 heroes that we're probably going to see support. We could see Nyx in that middle lane as well. Especially with the Wisp pickup, that might not be terribly unlikely to see Nyx take up the mid role instead of his tri-lane with a Wisp. But they're going to go Shadow Demon, which adds further credence to the idea that Nyx will probably be in the mid lane with Shadow Demon, who's commonly played as a support. Although we could see him solo mid as well. I wouldn't count on it though. Heading into the second ban phase now, Empire probably going to be looking to ban out some of those commonly picked Wisp carries, like the Chaos Knight and the Tiny. There are also others they could decide to pick and ban out. Maybe Sven. Anything basically they don't want to pick up as a carry, they could be looking to ban out here. It's also possible they might want to just go and ban out solid offlaners. Power Rangers don't have an offlaner as it were at this point in time. So it's certainly possible they might just choose that route. And Magnus coming out as their first ban, so an offlaner. They might just choose to stick to that. Power Rangers going to ban on Anti-Mage. Pretty much obvious at this point what Empire is going to be looking for, and that's a powerful carry. But with this lineup, it might be pretty possible that Empire are going to try and win quickly. They've banned out a lot of teamfighty, turtle-y type heroes like Undying, Lone Druid, even Magnus now. And they have pretty decent team fight and push with the Keeper of the Light. And Batrider and Darkseer are able to really get into the fight pretty quickly. So we'll see what they decide to pick up. Chaos Knight now coming as the ban from Empire. Another pretty obvious ban, I think, once the other team has Wisp. Power Rangers immediately ban Lifestealer, just taking out these hard carries. I wouldn't be too surprised to see maybe like a Gyrocopter even from Empire. I don't think they would pick this hard of a carry. And Power Rangers are just heading straight to banning him. Fifth ban now being thought about from Empire. Haven't used any of the reserve time, but they have been careful to use basically all of their time on every pick and ban.
10 seconds remaining.
So they'll have plenty of time to think about what they want to go for if they decide to ban
5
here
seconds remaining.
pretty quickly. Maybe they're slow rolling a little bit
Reserve
and finally
time.
gonna dip into that reserve time. I gotta imagine something like a Sven is gonna be their last ban here. Just a powerful carry that's got pretty good synergy with the Wisp. Not quite as good as the Chaos Knight, but you know, good as well.
Radiant team ban.
And there's that Sven ban. So called it. Got that one. And now Power Rangers looking for their last ban. I'm assuming it's going to be a carry based on their banning strategy thus far. Phantom Lancer seems like the obvious one, since they probably don't want to lane against Phantom Lancer Keeper of the Light. But maybe they do. Maybe they don't think that's scary. I think it's scary. I wouldn't want to do it. But I'm not on Power Rangers team, so whatever. We'll see what
10
happens.
seconds remaining.
Still waiting on that fifth ban
5
here.
seconds
I
remaining.
really got to imagine Phantom Lancer has to be their choice, right?
Reserve time.
But Farley, whatever. We'll see what they do. Power Rangers thinking about it for a pretty long time. This is their last ban, and it's going to change pretty much how they decide to play the game. If they let through something like that Phantom Lancer, I think it's going to be just a huge issue for them. It's also possible that they might just think the Phantom Lancer isn't a big deal, and or maybe that Empire even won't pick it up, which would kind of go with my original thought, where the Empire isn't going to pick up a really hard carry. But if Power Rangers were really thinking that, they probably shouldn't have banned out the Anti-Mage and the Nakes before that. So I don't know. And down to like 15 seconds left in this ban phase. And they finally choose Weaver.
Diet.
Silencer.
And there is the Silencer pickup.
Radiant team pick.
Glorious Team Empire. Showing off why they're the fan favorites, bringing us our Silencer. We get to see him in action here. Correct, chat. Oh shit, it's Silencer time. So we'll see who ends up playing this Silencer. It's possible that he might just be their carry here. They might just run him as the one with a blow on him.
10 seconds remaining.
But I don't think this is really an unexpected outcome from Empire. I was calling for that
5
Silencer pick.
seconds
They went for it.
remaining.
He's an initiator, he's a carry, and he's also a support. Look at
Reserve
his
time.
roles.
10
Fear
seconds
his
remaining.
playing every role at the same
Phantom
time.
Lancer.
And Phantom Lancer now getting picked up by PR, which I think is pretty fair. I don't know that I love the Phantom Lancer pickup with Wisp. He's not super great at lane at ganking with the Wisp, but he's decent enough. And we'll see how they end up laning it, but Phantom Lancer pretty good as a carry right now. We saw it last game, and it's hard to think that he's going to be significantly less effective here
10
just because of
seconds
like a
remaining.
Silencer. Although the
5 seconds remaining.
sort of lack of spells he has that are really useful to keep casting, and
Reserve time.
the disarm coming out from Silencer might be an issue if it comes to that. Empire looking for their last pickup now, which will probably reveal how the game is going to be played, if Silencer is going to be a support or a carry, effectively. I really can't imagine Darkseer or Batrider taking up a support or carry role in a tri-lane. And they're sitting here thinking about it now. Not sure what they're going to want to go for. There are tons of heroes in the pool they can pick up, whether they want it to be a support or a carry. They can even pick up Gyro and leave it confusing, because Gyro can be played. It has either a support or a carry. You're right, they could pick up a 5th intelligence hero and have Team Smart. How would they ever lose? Oh wait, Nyx Assassin. And they pick up Brewmaster. So that's kind of unexpected. I'm really interested to see how Empire are going to lane this with the Brewmaster pickup. Maybe they'll run Darkseer as the tri-lane support. It's not completely unheard of. It's also possible that they'll just have a dual lane of Silencer, Keeper of the Light, Darkseer or Bat can jungle, Brewmaster mid, and whichever of Darkseer or Bat does not jungle will head to the off lane.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, it's likely that Batrider would jungle in that situation, as Batrider is a little bit more efficient of a jungler than the Darkseer, but both can do it. And looking for the last pickup now here for the Power Rangers.
5 seconds.
I like their icons. They'll have like pretty cool ones. And they're going to go Queen of Pain. So with that, probably going to see Queen of Pain in the off lane, Nyx Assassin mid, and then this tri-lane of Wisp, Phantom Lancer, Shadow Demon coming out from Power Rangers. Is this a support Brewmaster? Is this a support Brewmaster? Is Empire trolling everyone? Tell you what, we will get to see, but this is definitely going to be a pretty interesting game. And we'll go over who's playing and what hero pretty quickly here. They have the Star Ladder, a courier. It's pretty sweet. It's got like swords on him and stuff, and a shield. So we got Scandal taking up the Darkseer, Funnick on the Batrider, SS on the Keeper of the Light below, taking up that Silencer, as well as Goblock on the Brewmaster. So it looks like we're gonna have Darkseer mid, Batrider solo the safe lane, and then they're going to have an aggressive tri-lane with Brewmaster, Keeper of the Light, and Silencer? With just how they're heading right now, which is pretty much the least likely way I would have expected this lane to go. All 5 heroes from Power Rangers heading down to this bottom lane. So we have Chishret on the Nyx Assassin, NNI taking up Shadow Demon, Moonlight on the Phantom Lancer, Kot on the Wisp, and finally ZXC taking up the Queen of Pain. So Empire has the most confusing tri-lane I've ever seen, and they're using it to directly contest this Wisp Phantom. No, this is solo mid Wisp. We have solo mid Wisp coming out from Power Rangers. My god. I've been completely wrong on what I've guessed for everything about these lanes. Alright, well, both teams have gotten me. I assumed Queen of Pain would be solo off lane. I got that one right. So we're going to have, like, a carry Wisp, I guess. I don't see it often, and I don't think he's going to have a great time against this Darkseer mid. But we'll see what happens. I'm excited to see this Silencer and his build. If you're having trouble with the stream, it is not my connection. I have dropped 12 frames, and that was a long time ago. So I don't know what to tell you. Mana burn already coming out on the Silencer. Silencer pretty weak to mana burn, to be honest. So it is based off of your intelligence stat, and Silencer is known for his fantastic intelligence, his intellect, massive intellect. Haste Rune picked up by the Brewmaster in the bottom lane. He's running down here now to be his support panda self. Gonna run up and mess up this pull. Maybe. NNI manages to get it back. So, not really sure why Brewmaster didn't just like kind of stand there and pull it maybe this way instead. And not a lot going on in this game thus far. It looks like Batrider's getting some pretty decent harass on Queen of Pain. Maybe Empire really expected the Queen of Pain to be up here and know that Batrider is pretty decent against the Queen of Pain. And we're just really going for that matchup. Preferred it to the Darkseer heading up against the Queen of Pain. But the Wisp is having a terrible time mid, it looks like, getting doubled in CS by the Darkseer. To hear Queen of Pain's laugh, 'cause she got a deny. In this bottom lane now, neither carry really getting too much farm. Silencer's coming out a little bit ahead.
Denied.
My horse says nay, and so do I.
Both teams throwing out them taunts because they're getting these denies. Illuminate spam coming out from the Keeper of the Light on the pull. Just trying to get some farm, take the experience and gold away from the supports of Power Rangers. My horse says nay, and so do I. So a pretty boring game going on at the moment, but these picks, you gotta expect something cool is gonna happen soon. Especially with a hard carry in a tri-lane Silencer. It's pretty much the least common way I was expecting to see him played. So, not a ton going on. The last hits being traded in this top lane. Batrider definitely getting the best of the Queen of Pain. And the mid lane also, with the Darkseer getting the best of the Wisp, which I don't think is particularly surprising. Smoking tried to come out from Power Rangers onto this middle lane, but they weren't able to get anything. Scandal probably being told by his teammates in this bottom lane that the support's disappeared, and he needs to be worried. He's got his bottle up. And now the supports from Empire. Looks like the Keeper Light's heading out. Maybe just checking the rune for the Darkseer. He's in fact not there. They did have a ward up, so he was just probably contesting to make sure if it did spawn, he would be able to get it, and not the Shadow Demon who was hanging out.
Keep out.
Seems like Keeper of the Light's getting a pretty decent amount. He's actually 5 and 4. He's gotten 4 denies. The Brewmasters also, they've both gotten 5 denies. Both the supports from Empire getting denies in this bottom lane. Silencer giving the old wisdom to the Phantom Lancer, hitting him with his glaives. Another Illuminate coming out from the Keeper of the Light, just harassing, killing off this creep wave. Making sure it doesn't entirely get denied by neutrals. Pause coming out from this Wisp in the middle lane now. He no longer exists, so he's gotta go take care of that. He's got a bug, yeah, it says hero doesn't exist. Maybe? Green? Red? Green? Red? I wonder why he does that. I'm a child. So, farm definitely going the way of Empire. Looking at the last hits and denies, the 3 top farmers all on Empire's side, 1 from each lane. So definitely getting ahead there, but even their 2 supports are beating the supports of the of Power Rangers. So interested to see how quickly Empire transitions into trying to get something done here. You gotta imagine they're gonna want to try and put some pressure early on and start taking towers and maybe try and close this game out as quickly as possible. Silencer may be new and shiny as their carry, but it's hard to imagine he's going to be able to beat this Phantom Lancer as the game goes on. And none of their heroes are going to be super great at dealing with the Phantom Lancers. They do have pretty decent AoE with the Brewmaster as well as the Keeper of the Light. It's really weird seeing this Brewmaster as a support in this tri-lane. Even if he does have like a big wine bottle. Vice of the West. Disruption now coming out on the Brewmaster as well as a stun. And the Soul Catcher. Looks like they might get him down, and they do. Wisp gonna get the first blood with that gank with his ultimate. He's gotta hurry up and get out of here now. He's gonna take a pretty decent amount of damage, but he will pour it out. Blur Brain doing pretty decent damage to Shadow Demon. Can't really cast any spells effectively here. Ends up using his wand. He's going to survive, even with the Curse of the Silent on him. Sentry Ward being placed by Cuddle right there. Oh no, it wasn't by Cuddle, it was by Nyx. How did it get placed that far? Right? Well, the carry Wisp has been working out. He did get first blood in this bottom lane, headed back to that mid lane. He's rushing Dagon. This is happening. This is what Dota has become. So he's not even bothering to finish his urn that it looked like he wanted to go for. He's rushing Dagon. So we will be seeing that carry Wisp. Alright. I'm not gonna question it. Meantime, bottom lane now. Blow continuing to get the best of the farming over the Phantom Lancer. And the farm really going the way of Scandal and Funnick. We're always reliable to really just do really well in their lanes. Funnick is completely keeping this Queen of Pain out now. Shift to level 6 actually puts 2 points in a blink over the second point in Shadow Strike, which is something you would normally see. Probably realizing that she really needs to be able to have that blink with a low cooldown if she ever wants to get last hits here. She has to be able to stay back. Scandal surging to get the rune. It's an invis, probably not going to do too much with that. Silencer walks directly over a Sentry Ward. Blow hits himself in the face with some Glaives of Wisdom. Gets stunned, and now he's going to get disrupted. And it looks like Queen of Pain ported down here. It's going to be a pretty quick kill on the Silencer, unless the Scream of Pain from Queen of Pain just misses completely. Silencer gets a kill on the Shadow Demon, but Keeper of the Light meantime goes down to the teleport in from Wisp. And it looks like Brewmaster is also going to go down. Queen of Pain getting that last hit. So another good rotation. Coming up for Power Rangers, they did commit 5 heroes, but they were able to get 3 kills, killing the entire tri-lane. A little unfortunate that they lost the Shadow Demon as well. That wouldn't have happened if Queen of Pain hadn't just been a little bit off in where she blinked. And as a result, wasn't able to kill Silencer before he got his spells up. Silencer choosing not to get his... Oh, he's not even level 6, oh. Because he's in the tri-lane, he's not really getting as much experience. It does look like Empire is going to be able to get this tier 1 in top lane. As a result, though, all the TPs are going to be on cooldown. Funnick getting that last hit. Everyone gets to deal with my Storm Spirit announcer.
Radiant must summon the spirit to defend the top tower.
They must summon, you know, the spirit. Phantom Lancer getting harassed by some Coddle Blasts. SS is content to just be annoying at the moment. More pulls going out from Power Ranger. Looks like Nyx and Shadow Demon are starting to get pretty decent experience. Shadow Demon's only level 3 though. Nyx is 5.
Radiant's middle tower
while both the supports are level 4 of Empire. Blow finds a regen rune, manages to pick it up. He's also got a Staff of Wizardry. I would expect to see this one go into a 4-staff though. And another rotation from Wisp results in a kill on the Keeper of the Light. Silencer looks like he's getting away as well as the Brewmaster. However, Batrider is down here as well, so they might try and go for some sort of counter gank as soon as the Wisp leaves. And the Wisp is in fact gone now. Wisp does have his Dagon finished though, so he's got to be feeling good about his victory here. That fast 10-minute Dagon is going to be able to do a lot of damage in these ganks.
Sides by miscreants, evildoers, and other people that I don't even want to mention. Radiant's middle tower.
Ultimate comes out from the Batrider. Disruption on himself from the Shadow Demon, just to try and survive a little bit longer. He's going to go down, but the Dagon takes off the Brewmaster from the Wisp, as well as the Batrider going down from all of the nukes from the Queen of Pain and the Phantom Lancer. So, not a good gank coming out from Empire there. Really, kind of just getting outclassed in this bottom lane. The carry Wisp is too strong when he's got magic Dagons. Finally decides to pick up boots, realizes that, hey, someday I'm going to need to be fast. and do things besides laser beam people. So he's gonna get those boots. We'll see if he decides to go for mana boots or not. He's a carry. Might just see him go for like them treads. Get that attack speed. Easy kill on Silencer from the Wisp. Another use of his Dagon. So carry Wisp still just really dominating this game. Didn't look like he got too much out of mid, but he's getting so much out of these rotations. He's really getting far ahead. Mana Boot's now going to be picked up by the Brewmaster. He goes and picks him up. And oh, the gank coming up from the Nyx Assassin. Going to lead to this kill on the Keeper of the Light. That one going to go the way of Phantom Lancer. Funnick does rotate in, and there's no real escape here for the Nyx Assassin. He has no mana. He's going to get burned to death by a combination of fire and arcane energies.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So a little bit of a good gank coming out from Empire here. They're going to try and pressure this tier 1 bottom. There are ports coming in though. 1, 2, 3 ports. And Empire kind of forced a little bit back. Brewmaster gonna ultimate, finally hits level 6, so he's going to be able to use the Primal Split. Looks like they're going to try and get this kill on the Wisp. They will take him down. They also get the Shadow Demon. Wisp manages to kill the Bat Rider with his Dagon before he dies. Scream of Pain came out from the Queen of Pain, doing a lot of damage to basically the entire team. And Goblock now way too far out. He's just going to go down. Illuminate comes out, hitting on the Queen of Pain mostly, but not going to do too much. And again, kills really just not going the way of Empire in these fights. Nyx actually got the kill on Silencer. I didn't see that. He probably used his ultimate. He didn't. I don't know what happened. But I did miss that in that fight. And Wisp now gonna finish his urn after his Dagon. No big deal. Honestly, I had not heard that. But I didn't really watch all of the qualifying tournament to see that Wisp solo mid was a thing that Power Rangers had been running a lot of. If you're not expecting it and you're just kind of, especially when you're like a team like Empire where you're typically playing against the like top tier teams all the time, where they're gonna typically, oh god, nerd kill, run Wisp in the traditional sense where he's being played as support, you might not even be thinking about that. Wisp gonna just port the Queen of Pain out. Not sure if the Queen of Pain necessarily wanted that. Maybe just concerned that the Bat Rider was gonna have someone else around, since they didn't know the Bat Rider was there. Meantime, they're gonna port. They're working together mid now, and Brewmaster has to be careful. He's gonna get caught out, and he's gonna go down basically immediately.
Dire's bottom tower
Gets
is
picked
under
off
attack.
with another proc of spirits coming out from the Wisp, and this Wisp just really taking control of the game away from Empire, proving everyone wrong. Carry a Wisp, rush Dagon. It's the new way to play. Silencer getting picked off in the bottom lane by the Phantom Lancer, as well as the two supports of PR in the Shadow Demon and the Nyx Assassin. So nothing really working out for Empire. All of their lanes were getting good farm until this Wisp hit level 6, was able to start rotating and just kind of wrested control of the game away. Like that, the two solo laners of Empire are still the top farmers. And actually, only Darkseer actually has the highest net worth. Bat Rider doing a little bit worse. Bat Rider has died twice, whereas Scandal hasn't died at all. But the Bat Rider and Darkseer are going to have a lot of trouble really being too effective here. Bat Rider not able to get too much done with his ultimate now, because the Shadow Demon's just been disrupting him as soon as he ults people. And when that happens, it's basically just a stun. Nyx trying to catch up to Scandal. Isn't going to quite be able to do it. Maybe decides that he's going to go for Keeper of the Light instead. And decides to give it up when he realizes there are several heroes here. Doesn't have that much of a death wish. Try and run into that with half mana. Phantom Lancer continuing to get some decent farm. He has passed up Blow Your Brain by a significant margin just because the Silencer keeps getting picked off. He's actually at 1 in 5 now. So it's just not working out at all. Shadow Demon getting pulled off by the combination of the Darkseer and the Batrider is going to go down pretty quickly here. Nyx Assassin now also taking pretty good damage, but the Wisp does port in, tethers to him immediately to let him run away. Global Silence comes off from the Silencer, kind of helping stop any sort of counterattack PR can initiate here. But it looks like a kill gonna go the way of Silencer on the Nyx Assassin, and Phantom Lancer has some illusions out. Just drums picked up, and it looks like he's going straight for the Diffusal Blade. And Empire now once again trying to push this tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. Looks like they'll probably be able to get it this time. Wisp Ultimate is on cooldown, but he is charging in with the Queen of Pain. They're going to be able to do a lot of burst damage. No mana on the Wisp though, and the Dagon's on cooldown. And they're not going to get the tower yet. Split used by the Brewmaster. Nyx Assassin immediately gets picked off by the Batrider. Batrider cutting a hole in the trees, trying to let the Keeper of the Light get back in there. Be able to do some pretty decent damage. Queen of Pain forced to blink out. And Wisp gets another kill with the Spirits, taking out the Keeper of the Light. Now, earning up the Queen of Pain, trying to get her back in there so that they can continue chasing. But it looks like they're going to be able to get away. Blow Your Brain pretty low on health, but he will port out. Go back on the Brewmaster, reforms, uses a Stomp after getting Spirit Lance just to kill the illusion off. And Empire able to get out pretty decently in that fight. End up losing their Keeper of the Light, but they do pick off at least the Shadow Demon. And the Nyx Assassin. Only the Nyx Assassin. Take a quick look at these experience in gold graphs. We can see Power Rangers are ahead by about 5,000 experience. In terms of gold, actually Empire is a little bit ahead with 2,000 gold. So just really showing off how much better their early game went in terms of farm. Because everyone was really just farming way more effectively early on the side of Empire, they haven't lost their gold lead. They've also taken 2 towers, 3 towers now, while only 1 has been taken by Power Rangers. Looks like Nyx Assassin's trying to put a little bit of pressure on this tier 1 in the top lane. He's not going to be able to get it in time. There's at least a little bit of rotation in the form of Blow Your Brain. He has a Force Staff now, so that'll give him a little bit more survivability. Sort of able to stay slightly more aloof to these fights. He's also stolen 10 intelligence. Just because there was so much havoc going on in the last couple fights. A lot of 5v5 fights where he was able to not die instantly. If enemy heroes are dying around him and he's stealing this intelligence, it will become relevant as the game goes on. However, Phantom Lancer is doing pretty decent on farm. He's got his Diffusal as well as Drums and Tranquil Boots now. We'll see what he decides to go for next. Wouldn't be too surprised to see him just start picking up, like, going for maybe even Heart or Manta at this point. Something to make him a little bit more survivable in these fights so he can just stand in the middle. Wisp now getting close to that mech, only about 500 gold off. So starts off with Dagon, then builds Urn and mech. So maybe hedging back a little bit towards support after his dreams of carry. A gem picked up by Batrider actually. So just gonna be able to kill all the wards that the Power Rangers might have had around this Rosh Pit. Make sure they're not being seen, as well as anytime Nyx tries to run in and get anything done, they'll be able to see him. Illusion from Phantom Lancer spots out this Roshan Temp, but they're not really going to be able to contest unless Wisp decides to port someone in. And at the moment, Shadow Demon's the only one around. And Wisp porting in with Shadow Demon is pretty much begging to die. So Rosh is going to go down before Power Rangers are in a place to really contest. Silencer picks up that Aegis. Immediately Batrider uses the ultimate on Queen of Pain, but Queen of Pain already has a BKB done. Golbak needs to ult right away before he gets stunned and killed, and he does manage to get his ultimate off. Meantime, Blow Your Brain's Aegis is popped. Gobox trying to kill off the Phantom Lancer, and will end up getting that kill. Funnick actually getting the kill, but Queen of Pain does pick off Batrider as a result. The gem still laying on the ground, and double kill going the way you blow your brain, just picking off heroes in the fight. So again, just a really clustered fight. Everyone sort of taking a lot of damage. The gem was recovered by Brewmaster. I think Queen of Pain maybe just didn't see it, or when he had the Brewlings, just sort of covering it, trying to protect it from her. Queen of Pain couldn't really hang around. Not with Blow Your Brain. Still alive, basically at full health and mana after the Aegis recovery. And dealing pretty decent damage with those Glaives of Wisdom. His skill build is super weird, to be honest. Haste Rune picked up by Nyx Assassin, basically just denying it from anyone on Empire. Both teams content to just go back to farming for the moment, looks like. Blow Your Brain in the jungle now, on his Silencer. He's up to 1,500 gold, not sure what he's going to go for next. I wouldn't be too surprised to see something like Sheepstick. It is a really effective item on him, because it gives him so much damage in the form of intelligence, but it looks like he's actually going for Rod of Atos. So, not exactly what I would have expected. Not an item we see too often, but pretty decent item. The slow is rather crippling. And it does give him some health, as well as 20 more intelligence. So it's not an item I love, but I also don't hate it. And if he thinks it's going to work out for him, more power to him. Keeper the Light has a Vitality booster picked up as well. I don't imagine we're going to see him go for a Rod of Atos as well, but the Vitality booster will help him stay alive. Just giving that 250 health. It's pretty great. Brewmaster has an urn picked up and nothing else. His mana bit's finished for a while. He's up to 1,200 gold. Not sure if we're just going to see him try and get a Blink Dagger, or maybe just hang out and eventually get a Aghanims. Force Staff and Blink Dagger picked up right now by Funnick on the Batrider. So he's got a lot of mobility, as well as getting his gem back. So we might see him blink in and try and just grab someone and pull them all the way out. Maybe even this Queen of Pain if he can get his ultimate off. Nyx tries to run in with his ultimate off, forced to just kind of use his stun, because he is spotted out by the gem on the Batrider. Batrider gets stunned by the Nyx Assassin's spiked Carapace, so doesn't really do too much. Nyx gets a stun off and saves his team from taking any further damage, it looks like, but does get killed as a result. Another Force Staff on Blow. Almost gets the kill on Shadow Demon, but it looked like he didn't quite realize he was going to get that second Force Staff coming out from the Batrider, and so he clicked back a little bit.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Sansa ports to that middle lane just to get farm, and Wisp is porting in out of him with the Queen of Pain. He's gonna go down basically instantly, immediately taken out, and being shown the pain from this Wisp Queen of Pain combo.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So again, Sansa just really easily gankable. He's got no escape mechanism. He's not tanky. And Wisp Queen of Pain just can port in on him, and they do so much burst damage with all these spirits and the Dagon, and then Queen of Pain with Scream. Just killed immediately, even with the Force Staff. No real way of getting away. Not sure why Funnick blinked there. Slightly weird play, but Keeper Light is able to get away. And that means the Nyx ult was wasted. He's still only level 10, so it does have a pretty long cooldown here. It's going to take him quite a while to have it back off of cooldown, but in the meantime he's just going to hang out.
Dire's top tower
And all 5 heroes from Power Rangers kind of just hanging out in their jungle, having a little bit of a party. Is the real Phantom Lancer back here? Nothing else picked up by Phantom Lancer yet. He's up to 2,200 gold. He buys the Orb of Health, or Orb of Health? Ultimate Orb. So the Ultimate Orb picked up now by Moonlight, which pretty much means we're going to be seeing him go for that Manta. Not a ton of farm coming out from him though, and he hasn't really been in these fights, I don't think. You need to have a fight going on in the lane. Batrider uses ultimate, but not before, looks like Nyx was able to get Spike Carapace off, so stuns him. Nyx does go down, tries to ult to get away, but the gem is still up on Batrider. He was close enough. Keeper Light charging an Illuminate through the middle of the fight. Does some pretty good damage, and Phantom Lancer goes down to the Brewmaster. And it looks like Wisp is really close to dying. Flame Break gets him from the Batrider. Blow really low on health, does go down. So probably overly aggressive from him. Maybe just trying to get in range to make sure he steals as much int as possible. And looks like NNI and his Shadow Demon is just trying to get any kills he can before he dies. Oh, and Funnick just really showing out his power here. Manages to get a triple kill. Leaving his Path of Fire. So Empire winning a big fight, taking 5 heroes. It is unfortunate that they lost Blow on the Silencer. He is up to 20 int stolen. So not quite as much as you would probably expect with 21 kills. Meaning he was only really in range for 10 of the 21. Or 18, I'm sorry. Should be looking at this number. But him going down there was probably just a little bit of over-aggression on his part. His team was winning the fight without him standing there in tower range, getting killed. Keeper Light still doesn't have anything besides this Vitality booster. Still no. Is there mech up? No. Oh yeah, the mech is up on the Darkseer as well as the pipe. I figured he would have it. He's also got a point booster up, so we're probably going to see Scandal go for an Aghanim Scepter. So we can have those extra powerful Wall of Replica illusions. Regen Rune picked up by Funnick here. He's up to 2,700 gold. Let's see what he goes for next. He's already got his Blink Dagger and his Force Staff, so pretty much everything most Batriders are really looking to have in the game. He's got it at 25 minutes. He's had it for quite a while now.
Dire's structures are fortified.
This tier 1 looks like it's going to go down here. Looked like Batrider was trying to kill off the illusions, maybe try and set up a deny. Does Phantom Lancer have... Oh, that's Queen of Pain. Who also has an ultimate orb picked up, so we'll probably be seeing her go for a Sheep Stick after her BKB. Looks like they might go for this kill on the Nyx Assassin. He's pretty close to dead. And does get disrupted and is running away. It looks like he will get out of there alive. But Wisp in a pretty bad position now. And does get picked off by Darkseer. Blow gets picked off by the Queen of Pain in the meantime. Low health on the Nyx Shadow Demon. He's going to get picked off by Batrider. Brewmaster gets a kill on the Nyx. Not sure where that happened. And Phantom Lancer now going to be able to pick off Funnick on the Batrider, it looks like. Queen of Pain actually getting that kill. And the Brewlings now, as well as Darkseer, gonna finish off that Phantom Lancer. Brewmaster gives up on the chase on the Queen of Pain. She is the only one to survive, and she's gonna get away. But that's another 4-for-2 fight going the way of Empire, and they're really just showing off their superior team play in these team fights. Funnick is forcing Power Rangers to just get into fights when they're in a bad position. One of their heroes is already way out of position with the Blink Dagger and the Force Staff from the Batrider. And they're always running in trying to save him, and it's usually the Nyx Assassin. Queen of Pain destroyed the gem? Sounds likely. Wisp porting in, I think, blind. It's gonna get a snipe on the courier, but might get punished for this. Is blinking away and Wisp will port him out. So, weirdest Wisp teleport of my life. Was a blind teleport into the jungle, just assuming someone would be there. Find Go Black on the Brewmaster and end up blinking after him and finding the courier. So that courier only had a smoke on it, nothing too big loss, but that is a bunch of gold going the way of Power Rangers. Experience now heavily favoring Empire. Gold still just in their favor, but both crafts on their side now. Nyx Assassin has his ultimate form on. Gets a 3-person stun. Which is pretty much the only thing that's saving his life. He's gonna port out and will get killed off by Darkseer. More intelligence being stolen for the Silencer. What's he stolen the bulk of this intelligence from? Queen of Pain probably getting pretty close, yeah, to the Sheepstick. The Dire Courier is the Starlighter Courier. Famlancer Illusion scouting out Roshan attempt now. So PR gonna know this is going on. Not sure if they're gonna try and go for it though. With the Nyx Assassin down, their team fight is a little bit weaker, and they haven't been winning team fights thus far. Anyways, Queen of Pain is gonna blink in, uses her BKB. The Global Silence does come off now, though, from the Silencer, and Queen of Pain is just caught there. Way too aggressive, thinks that no one can get her. And it looks like 2 kills gonna go the way of Empire, but they do lose Blow Your Brain once again. Funnick in a bad position now, taking a lot of damage from the Wisp as well as the Phantom Lancer. Koblack barely alive on his Brewmaster. Looks like he might get away with the Surge. Oh, and he does get away. An Ultra kill going the way of Funnick, and now if they can get this last kill, might be able to get the Rampage. It seems pretty unlikely.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under
Queen of
attack.
Pain, just one more hit. And he does the Rampage, going the way of Funnick.
Dire's top
So Funnick on his Batrider, showing off his skills. Getting the Rampage, taking out the entire enemy
Dire's
team.
bottom tower is under attack.
Actually, didn't take out the Nyx Assassin, but did take out the Queen of Pain twice.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
And Batrider, Funnick showing off his skills. Not going to be able to take out this Roche without much effort. Blurbrain force stabs in. He wants to make sure that he gets this Aegis. He keeps dying, but he doesn't care. Funnick is caring for him anyways. Hyperstone picked up by Funnick. Assault Cuirass picked up by Funnick. So this is probably the most farmed Batrider I've ever seen. I guess getting Rampages will probably do that for you. It's kind of disappointing that the Silencer hasn't been too successful in this game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
We're just seeing a Funnick Batrider dominate games. Kill score is pretty close to even, but with that last team fight, experience falls way into favor of Empire at about 14k. Gold's at about 7,500. And it looks like once Empire really figured out that this Wisp was playing the way he was, they just kind of bunkered in and were able to just like, okay, if we're gonna keep getting picked off by this Wisp in fights, let's just always team fight. We have a pretty good 5-man Dota lineup. Let's go for it. Looks like another gem was picked up somewhere. It is on Batrider again. It was probably there for a while and I didn't notice till just now. 1100 gold now, up and below. I don't know what he'll go for next. Phantom Lancer maybe more progressed? No. He's got enough money for his Yasha now, which means he's only about 750
Radiant's
gold.
middle tower is under attack.
Maybe a little bit less off of his Manta. Wisp disconnects. So there's going to be a pause for that. And once he reconnects, I got to imagine they're going to try and defend this tier 2 mid. So, don't know what's going on with the Wisp. He had an issue earlier where he said he was having a bug, but it was resolved with a pause. And something comes out that I cannot even pretend I know how to read. Matrix response in Russian. So I can't read that either. And Katz is reconnected. Moon runes. It's not Japanese, it's Russian. It's Cyrillic. And just a lot of damage coming out in this tier 2. It looks like they're just gonna give it up completely. Silencer gets the last hit, so some much needed farm coming his way. I should probably have it on net worth by now, or gold per minute. The most farmed hero in the game is actually Scandal and the Darkseer, even with Funnick getting these rampages.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And pulled into the fight is the Nyx Assassin. He's gonna die before he can do anything.
Top tower is under attack.
Getting punished once again by Funnick.
Are fortified.
Are you within like 1500 range of me? Then it is time for you to die.
Is under attack.
That last hit going the way of Funnick. Gonna give him some much needed farm. I know he's been having a lot of trouble lately this game getting enough farm, and Melee Rex gonna go down mid. Even with the buyback from Nyx, they didn't manage to really set up any sort of defense on that tower. And Phantom Lancer does manage to get actually the tier 3 even in this top lane. I knew he was split pushing. I didn't think he'd be able to get that far, but he did in fact get it. Took the tier 3, but does lose his Melee Rex. So not the greatest trade, but if they weren't going to be able to defend anyway, which is possible, and this bottom tier 3 goes down to Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain was also split pushing. And they have their tier 1 in the mid lane. So really weird tower lineup coming out from Empire right now. Oh, Phantom Lancer pushed both sides. I saw Queen of Pain there. I didn't... Okay. I'll take your word for it. It's weird that he would choose to take 2 tier 3 towers. Yeah, it was Queen of Pain in this bottom lane. That's what I thought. I thought Queen of Pain was down here. Yeah, okay. So they do lose 2 tier 3s, which is kind of a big deal. If they end up losing a team fight now with 2 lanes of barracks exposed, they're going to go down well before they can buy. Let's see if they have buybacks. Buyback is not available on anyone but below. By the time they get another team fight, that's probably won't be the case for all of them, as we can see Scandal pretty close.
It's a kegger.
Not here that it's a kegger, so sounds fun. Brewmaster's having fun at the very least. In the meantime, PR is going to push in this middle lane now. They know they need to start taking out these towers so that the split push works more effectively. They can't have tier 1 and 2 up in this middle lane. They'll never be able to take the mid barracks. Phantom Lancer not even considering microing his illusions. Just dealing pretty minor damage to the creep wave. Double damage rune picked up on the Brewmaster. Not going to do anything with it. Doesn't look like, just kind of hanging out. He's got a Vlad's picked up now. Vlad's not super good on his team. I guess the bonus damage might be okay, but it's not like his carries are melee. And if we're considering that Batrider is sort of a carry in this game, as well as Bully Brain on the Silencer. He's up to 2800 gold now. See if he picks up a Mystic Staff or an Ultimate Orb soon. He might just be hanging out for buybacks as long as possible. He still does have his Aegis. Sorry, go try. And Phantom Lancer's pushing in the top lane with these illusions once again. They're all going to die before they're really able to do anything though. Unless they all manage to spawn illusions instantly at once hitting Funnick. Funnick can't see those timers though, so he did have to try and kill them. 3200 gold up on Phantom Lancer now. Queen of Pain has her Scythe done. That's a pretty big pickup for her. And is really going to help deal with the Batrider, who just keeps blinking in and force staffing out. If he's a pig, it's a lot harder for him to do things. And nothing else really coming out. Aghanim's done now on the Darkseer. Still the most farmed hero in the game, but he is a Darkseer. He's got an Ultimate Orb picked up now, as well as 2000 gold. He's going to have a sheep stick of his own soon. Let's Let's see if Funix got anything. He bought Boots of Travel, no big deal. Doesn't want to deal with the split pushing, so I'll just have Boots of Travel. And it looks like Empire is gearing up to try and push in this top tier 2. Queen of Pain doing pretty good damage to the tier 1 mid. Even with the Drunken Haze on, she doesn't care. She's still hitting this tower with her daggers. So nothing too bad there. Brewmaster there to defend, as well as Blade Rain on the Silencer. Still nothing big picked up from him. Really just got shut down hard this game. Silencer pick maybe working out pretty okay in team fights. Just been able to sort of, with the Global Silence, been dealing with the team fight ability of Power Rangers a little bit effectively. Really has helped turn the tides in several team fights, especially early on before Funnick and Scandal just got kind of really big. But not getting any farm and definitely not being relevant as a carry in this game. Cleaver Light trying to push a little bit here, nuking down creep waves.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I'm a little bit surprised that Empire isn't trying to do a little split push of their own. They do have Keeper of the Light and now Boots of Travel up on the Batrider. So Funnick can port to a creep and Keeper of the Light can just bring people in wherever he goes with his ultimate form. Silencer continuing to farm. Next disconnects. You should see a pause. There it goes. Dot dot dot. So Scandal doesn't seem too pleased about this. 5,000 gold up on Phantom Lancer now. Finally starting to be a little bit relevant in this game with his split pushing and farming. Just didn't get a lot done for a long time. Kind of just sat around the jungle. Not having too much effect. And we'll see how long it takes for Nyx to reconnect here. I agree with you. I do think PL will probably win if they don't hurry up and get something done here. Oh god, this is in Russian. Yeah. I'm not really sure why Empire aren't just kind of split pushing and winning. You would think that would happen by now. Okay, we're back in the game. Getting on pause. So Femlancer is getting really close to his heart. And it might just be a standoff now. And they're going to fight at Rosh. That's 2 minutes away. Which is going to be plenty of time for PL to pick up the heart if he wants to go for it. And doesn't really want to save for buyback. Looks like he bought something for 1,100 gold. Or 1,200 I would guess. Since there is a Heart of Tarrasque recipe. Now, once these illusions have a heart on them, Keeper of the Light's not really going to be able to defend. Where's PL? He does have enough money for the heart and he just decides to buy it. So he's going to pick that up now. No buyback on him. And interesting to see if Empire realized that. Silencer's got his BKB done, finally. So hopefully he'll be able to stay alive in these fights now. And if he does, he can do pretty good damage. It's only stolen 28 int, or actually 14 I suppose. Or 28. He steals 28 int, but it's only been 14 kills. That's what that means. So we'll see if they just try to push now. It looks like they're still waiting. Only about 10 more seconds until we get the Roche back up. And Empire should know this. Probably start grouping up to go for it now. They have to get it right away. The more time they waste, the farther and farther ahead this PL's gonna get, and they can't really deal with it. Darkseer just got his scythe up now, so that's gonna be pretty good. Sheepstick from him. How close is Funnick to anything? He's not even going for anything. He's only got 1400 gold. I forgot he bought Boots of Travel, as well as Curious.
Drinks are on you.
So, Roche just easily going in the way of Empire. Power Rangers not even trying to contest. Maybe they didn't keep a Roche timer. But Empire are going to get this, and that's going to give them what they need to just go for it, I think. They give Darkseer the Aegis. I think this is absolutely the right idea. I think this is probably the best call they could have made. The Aegis have not really been doing much for Silencer. He's going to have BKB. He's not going to want to keep it until after the Aegis pops anyway, so he's probably just going to use it at the start of the fight when he starts looking like he's going to get controlled.
Invisibility.
Funnick needs to be careful. He's going to get picked off.
Couldn't care less.
Just stands and gets caught out. And with Funnick down, Power Rangers are in a pretty good position to push. Let's see if he has buyback. He does not. So now it's the Power Rangers decide if they think they have it or not. You gotta imagine they're feeling pretty confident with this Phantom Lancer now. He's getting real farmed. He's got the heart up. Keeper of the Light's no longer gonna be able to really defend. At least not by himself. It looks like Empire is grouping up to defend mid lane. If they do this though, with especially with Funnick down, this top lane will probably go down. And the tier 1 goes down, so all these heroes are rotating here, leaving top lane completely undefended. Blow shows up, as well as Scandal now. They're going to do decent enough damage to this barracks. It's regenning some of it, and here comes the back door with the Wisp and the Phantom Lancer. They're going to run away. Manly coming out on the Wisp, but he's still going to port out, so probably not the right target. Oh, I guess the Wisp ported from the mid lane, so him not having any mana is a little bit bigger of a deal. But they are going to get this tier 2 with that distraction. Or they're going to run back. Funnick is back alive now, so maybe that's what they're afraid of. Do a pretty decent amount of damage to this tier 2 in the mid lane. And now Power Rangers still just kind of running around. I guess the need to act is not really on them. Phantom Lancer is just going to get bigger and bigger as this game goes on. Queen of Pain also quite large, up to 3,700 gold, as well as having BKB and Scythe, so Power Rangers might just be content to sit and farm. They know that this game is just going to get further and further out of the reach of Empire the longer it goes. There is still a chance that Empire can win team fights if they go in on them now. And Empire now kind of grouping up in this bottom lane. Doesn't seem like they're committing. Coddle getting almost killed by Wisp. Wisp porting up to the top lane with his ultimate just to try and put some pressure. Coddle gonna defend back. He has his Boots of Travel up now too. He's gonna port to this bottom lane. Use his ultimate. He's probably gonna pull Blow in. In the yes.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Purple porting in. BKB up on Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain trying to do anything. No ultimate coming out on Funnick on the Queen of Pain. I'm a little bit surprised to see that. And they might just... It looks like this fight might just decide the game if they're able to win it. Nyx goes down first. BKB up on Wisp now. 2-3 kills going the way of Empire. Queen of Pain and Shadow Doom falling. Queen of Pain immediately buys back. And Blow Your Brain manages to take out Phantomlancer. Phantomlancer buys back as well. Tower goes down, and no ultimate was used by Funnick during that, so he's going to immediately use the ultimate to take out the Queen of Pain once again. And we know there's no buyback because she did just buy back. So all that's left to defend is Phantomlancer Wisp, and everyone on Empire is basically at full health at this point. Phantomlancer using his spear just to try and deal as much damage as possible. Wisp being a little bit more aggressive than I think he could afford to there, trying to do something tricky, and immediately gets killed as a result of it. Buys back, and Phantomlancer in a terrible spot here. He doesn't have buyback either. If he goes down, it's probably going to be game, and Blow is going to go for it. No fear whatsoever. 4 stabs in, gets that kill, and Empire now taking everyone out. Wisp the only one alive on the PR side, even after the respawns and buybacks coming out from the team, losing no heroes. And Empire going to take a second lane here, and with that, probably going to secure the game. Should be able to just go for throne, it looks like. Ultimate backup from Batrider. They're going to take out the Wisp, just in case. Silencer beats PL, do meta. GG. GG all around.
Are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
And Empire going to be able to take this game. It looked scary for a long time.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
You're probably right, Ryan. I didn't notice that. I didn't see why he came in. I thought he was doing something tricky. And this game going to go the way of Empire. Not what I was expecting after them waiting that long, but Global Silence is just too powerful in team fights. All the flailing around PR did, getting into position, looking like they're going to take a team fight, and then suddenly they can't do anything. Queen of Pain never saving the BKB until after the silence was used to just dispel it. So she was just being really useful in these team fights, or useless rather, after the global comes off. And even with all the shutdown coming on Silencer early, he was able to just kind of be a silencer, silence things. That's what he does. It's his name. It's his job. And here's a scoreboard for you guys. So once again, my name is Kanaz. I'm going to be broadcasting all of these Star Series, Starlight Season 5 games for you, at least today. There are 2 more matches. We'll see how we go. I'd like to cast as many as possible. And I'm going to go grab something to drink, and I'll be back with the next game, which should start 13 minutes ago. We'll see how long that takes. Put some music on for you guys, and then we can chat while we're waiting. Once again, thanks for watching.